Present.
Ms. Calbro.
Here.
Mr. DeCosta.
Present.
Ms. Coffinger.
Here.
Mr. Lombardi.
Here.
Mr. Luna. Ms. Moore.
Here.
Vice President Dunn.
Here.
President Gomez.
Here, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board statement. In accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law, the Milford Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place they are posted in the Borough Hall and the Milford Public Library. Notices have been sent to the Record and the Twin Borough News. The board announces that under its long-standing policy, it will not discuss in public any comments made by members of the public concerning individual staff members. At this time, please be advised that all cell phones and electronic devices are to be turned off. Meetings of the board are open to the public, and all members of the community should feel free to participate. Before coming to the board, the chain of command should be followed. There are two portions of the meeting reserved for comments from the public. The first at the beginning of the meeting for agenda items only, and the second at the end of the meeting for other items. Issues raised by the public may or may not be responded to by the board, but all comments will be considered. The board requests that all members of the public be mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Due to confidentiality and legal rights afforded by the state of New Jersey, members of the public are asked not to speak negatively or in a derogatory manner about any employee of the board or any student. We are first going to start off with a presentation with Mrs. Kirshner's trip to China.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present our China trip because I really would like to say to thank all of you for approving our trip. It wasn't easy, not at all. Such a long time preparation, but we made it. So 8 members, 4 students, 4 adults, and me. So 9 of us, the best number in Chinese culture. You know. So I would like to present our trip. It's almost 5 minutes long. You can pretty much experience everything together with us, except for the yummy food. That one. And believe it or not, I wish every one of you here were with us. You will be with us. How do I start?
Space bar.
Space?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We visited 3 cities, 1 college and 1 high school. That's the capital city, where the emperor lived, of course. Forbidden city, that's like James. Very warm. There's a lot of climbing back. Look at that down there. And the roads are open. There is storytelling and the whole park. You know, so many visitors will follow us. That's where, you know, the emperor was ready for harvest. Let's look, begin that first experience. It's marvelous and a lot. Visit to the international city in Harry Potter series. Very beautiful color. Let's play that most ancient Chinese right at the river, by the river. the tea like this. Please get some questions ready for that, for the tea. That's our trip manager. That's another reason I want to be here. Can I propose for next trip?
Only if I can go.
Please, all right. So, do you have any questions? Please do. They will answer. Any question you want to
How
have?
do kids do with the food?
Nate?
I mean, me personally, I loved all the food there. It was really good. We didn't have to wait on anything because everything was already ordered as soon as we got to the restaurant. So I liked it a lot, and we got to try a lot of new things. So I think it was great.
May I say something? Not every food was ordered. 2 meals we had to order right on the spot. And made it. Remember? Yes.
What was the favorite place that you guys visited? All of you who was there.
I'll
start.
go first. I like the panda days in Chengdu. That was really cool. I like the pandas.
My favorite thing, I think, was the shopping, of course. But what made that fun was the fact that my son was talking in Mandarin with the locals there, bargaining for jewelry for me, and we ended up getting the lowest price, so that was really cool. I was so impressed to see Nate, what he learned from Sophia, so I kind of wanted to come and share that with all of you.
Thank you for sharing.
He was out there the woman was so impressed by his language skills that she was talking in Mandarin, but then she just broke out into English. And she gave him a big hug. She's like, your son is awesome in Mandarin. So that, for me, that was really exciting.
Thank you for saying that, because you would make everybody think that we went there just shopping. Which is guess what? I'm not a shopping person. I ended up also buying an extra suitcase.
Yes.
Just because I was like, seriously? That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Mr. Lin, go ahead.
Oh, I like the Forbidden City. It went on and on, courtyard to courtyard, until we got to the living area, which is all a bunch of small houses around small courtyards. I thought the emperor himself would be in a giant palace, but he's shared these small buildings with his concubines and his wife. And watching Nate eat was always very impressive. The lazy Susan just got to Nate and stopped.
But I have a hard time choosing a favorite. But I have to say, I was thrilled to be at these renowned historical places like the Great Wall, and to see the terracotta soldiers. I never thought I would have the opportunity to do that. It was absolutely awesome. There is so much culture in China that we see snippets of on the news, but to be there and to see that in person, it's such an eye-opening experience. It was wonderful for the kids to see a different culture, to act, and react with people in that different culture. And thank you for allowing us to go and be a part of that. And I'm going to volunteer to Sophia to go next year when she does it. It was a fabulous experience, and she did a super job setting this trip up as well.
Yes, seriously, I agree. Really, thank you. That's why I really want to be here, and thank you in person for this.
Anyone else have any questions?
What was the greatest challenge or obstacle of the trip?
Oh, I can answer that. Definitely, I think the greatest challenge for us coming from the U.S. was the bathrooms. Like, it was a little bit shocking, right? Like, I was like, okay, you had to before you went into the stall, you had to think about it. Like, okay, we're right through here, there's no toilet paper, it's outside. But Sophia had prepared us in advance, so
The
we
manager,
knew.
yeah.
They knew everything. They had all the toilet paper and the wipes. But still, you're not ready for that shock. So I think for me, that was challenging.
Yeah, the squat toilet still around.
I have questions now. First of all, I feel shamed because I even forgot. In China, I've been in this country for 15 years. I forgot that in China, not every bathroom has toilet. Actually, compared to years ago, it's better. There are actually toilet paper in some bedrooms, right? And also we have two options of the standard sitting toilet and the squatter. You know what I'm talking about. So, well, I'm of course very happy like a fish back to the pond. I enjoy the squatter, but not every bedroom has heavy toilet paper. It's a killer to me. We went here and said, uh-oh, what do we do? Mrs. Toppy is the that. She carries a roll of toilet paper everywhere, so I have to borrow from her. Yes.
Yeah. But we consider standard toilets disabled toilets over there.
Disabled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you hear the word? So the standard toilet here for that is more like the handicapped people. Not really, but it made you think so.
Mhm.
Yeah. Other challenge except for the toilet? No, what about you?
Just like customs or flights or something to travel.
What did you expect, Mr.?
That'll suit me fine.
You could take China off Tony's list.
I want to ask a question from the first time or the second time, just when I proposed. Because I remember the first time, that was 2 years ago, one of the members here asked about the law or if the students made a mistake or what kind of punishment will you. I don't know if you still have that question, and I'm wondering if anybody wants to share about that. And the question is kind of like, okay, what should you be really careful about, like the talking or saying, if you do anything, what would be the thing you do? Yes.
My partner here said it.
Okay.
What might we do normally in the United States that is not accepted in China, and what could be the consequence?
Can you, based on your experience, on your experience, can anybody answer that question?
Did anybody get arrested?
Well, I knew enough not to insult the Chinese government.
I don't think you had a
Courteous.
chance to be honest.
No.
I mean,
Yes, you have to be courteous.
like one time, right after we got out of the Chinese airport, we were taking a picture with like the Milford banner, and they told us to put it away, but we didn't really have any trouble other than that.
Chinese
Yeah.
army.
Yes, very quickly, they were like, put it away, like, they didn't want to hear anything from us. Like, we were just told by 2 men, put it away.
Yeah, we just thought, we were so excited, Beijing now, we want to take all the school flag and take a picture. But we were told by 2,
Army.
actually they are army men, not just security guy at the airport, we put it away. Does anybody, do you want to guess why I'm not even allowed to put this, big, just school flag in front of us taking picture? Guess, please guess.
They're worried it's something political or
Protest.
Protest.
The Chinese government doesn't want any sort of, so a flag like that might symbolize that protest going on. But we did not get in trouble, we did not get arrested, yes.
I think the fact that we had a trip manager with us eliminated a lot of that. There were tour guides that we were with all the time, and they were very good about curating our experiences and letting us know what to expect, that we really did not run into any kind of adverse cultural clashes. And in terms of our feelings, I felt completely safe at all times. We were commenting on the fact that everybody rides scooters over there, and by the subway stations, there's hundreds of scooters parked around there, and I said to our travel manager, how are they still there when they come home? She said, people don't steal. Part of it is cultural, they respect family and community. Part is the fact that there's cameras everywhere. So that the safety piece was never an issue for us. Not like, you go to New York City, you hit some sketchy areas. We wouldn't go into any sketchy areas, but I felt anyhow perfectly safe the entire time.
And I want to say just one more thing. I happened to walk in the hallway where Mr. Manipelli walking in the hallway while Nate was also walking in the hallway. So I heard this question from Mr. Manipelli. Do you remember? Manipelli said, Nate, what was the biggest, misunderstanding or conception about China? that you expected, and
Oh.
then you said that, I could not rephrase it.
I mean, everybody just kind of thinks because China is like a communist country that like it's ruled by like an iron fist, but it doesn't really feel that much different compared to the U.S. So that's it.
And the people are lovely,
Yes.
very friendly, very welcoming.
They took our picture everywhere we went.
Yeah. Especially the night we dressed up, everybody.
We did a cosplay.
Yeah.
We all dressed up like the 7th century, like people in China. And Mr. Sari was like a warrior. It's hilarious. We really need to do that together, all of us. Can we please?
Well, Ms. Kirshner, thank you very much for braving that out and taking them and providing that experience. I'm not gonna lie, I was taking a deep breath the whole time I was on the WhatsApp through the district phone and keeping up to date the whole entire time. And there's just massive amounts of pictures and great experience. And I was showing my family the whole entire time, like, look at this, look at this, look at this, especially the panda bears. My family loves the panda bears. I'm a big Great Wall of China fan, and I hear it's like 12 to 13,000 miles. 12 to 13,000 miles long.
The most advanced technology, just as in, measure it out, is nearly 20,000 miles.
Oh God, it's like 6 times the size of the United States. It's crazy.
And,
It's crazy.
the biggest attraction on Great Wall for all the tourists on there was we were stopping to take pictures of the feral cats that were sleeping in the arrow slits.
The pictures, the kids, yes, took pictures of the cat.
Every time you see a lot of people, they were always taking pictures of the cat.
Our students, our American students love to take pictures. You see the stray cat you wandering there, it's always a group of American students. There are other tourists from other countries, but they're always the American students. Dog and cat, both of them, right? Yeah.
Thank you again for taking it.
All right, thank you again, and please know that I would love to propose for the future, and please approve right away.
Just follow the policy.
Close eyes. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, oh, man.
Yeah, I forgot to remind. Maybe just, I wanted to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Last year, they almost went, and it was just,
Okay. We are going to go on to the superintendent of schools report, Peter Galasso.
All right, thank you, everyone. This is a work session, so you have the regular session in front of you, regular agenda in front of you. I just want to point out some things. I am looking for approval under board action for I'm going to start changing this to the most current HIB report. It's really not the last month's HIB report, because if it's May 13th and I get one, and May 5th, it's not last month, it's the most current, and it's by statute I have to do that. So I'm going to be changing that language. So with the high school, there's one HIB 338 form submitted. That HIB is currently being investigated by the ABS. DO, there were 2 HIB 338 forms submitted. One HIB is currently being investigated by the ABS. One HIB was investigated by the ABS and was founded. So that's an addition, because that one just came on. We'll be talking about that one in closed session after the meeting. Berkeley, no HIB 338 forms. And then the returned HIB investigation we'll discuss in closed session as well. It did come back, unfounded again. So we'll talk about that. Suspension report. New Milford High School, 2 students served a total of 1.5 days of suspension. 1 student served 1 day of out of school. 1 student served a half day of out of school. DEO, there were 6 students suspended for a total of 6 days. 2 students each served 1 day of out of school suspension. 4 students each served 1 day of in-school suspension. Berkeley, 1 student was suspended for a total of 1 day. Gibbs, 0 students were suspended. Also under board action is the abolishment of positions. There is an attachment in there. Again, this is not performance related or anything like that. We're grateful to everyone. It's just with the current budget, those positions are being terminated. Under personnel, the reappointment of staff. So also in the attachment folder, there's a lot of lists with reappointments. So please take a look. We'll talk about that in closed session as well. You'll also see on the agenda, the personnel appointments for the paraprofessionals. The ones that did experience reduction in force from full-time to part-time, most all of them came back, and we are reappointing them as well. Okay, Jason Pollins is being recommended for the PE teacher in replacement of Greg Kelly. Approval of the following resignations. We are sorry to say Mrs. Perna, the middle school assistant principal, is not returning. She was on maternity leave. During her maternity leave, she moved farther away, and now she has multiple children, I think under 5 years old, and it's a lot, so I completely understand. And I was on the phone with her. I know she talked to Mr. Delano, a very, very difficult decision, and it is a loss for us. But I wish her the best of luck, and I'm sure our paths will cross again. Under athletics, basically, we joined the NJSIAA. I don't know one school district, that K-12 school district or high school district that's not in the NJSIAA. So we're just rejoining that. That's the governing body. I will say that they just did a vote for a shot clock in basketball, and as exciting as that sounds, I'm not happy about it. I don't think our athletic director is either, and most. It will pass by 4 votes in the whole entire state. Listen, it sounds awesome. You know, it speeds up the game, but it's a cost. Now we have to install shot clocks. Now we have to get someone to man the shot clocks. That's another person we have to pay. So there is a big cost to all of this. So, but it is what it is. And under policy and regulations, we did have a meeting on Monday, May 4th. There's going to be a first read for the majority of policies, but there is one policy that is a first read tonight. So we can do the second read on May 13th, and that's the first reading of the procurement procedures for school nutrition programs. Basically, when we got audited last year by the Department of Agriculture, they changed their forms that affected policy, and what we do with policy, we wait for Strauss Esme to release policy updates. That's who we pay to help us out with all of these policies and regulations. And they literally just released it May 1st. Our audit is due May 15th. They did that purposely just to squeak it in. Lucky that we have a May 6th and a May 13th meeting. I don't think if we didn't do it, they'd hold it against us, but if we can do it, why not do it and just be completely compliant? So that's the reason for that. All the other policies, Tony will discuss. All right? Any questions for me? All right, thank you very much.
Okay, moving on to Assistant Superintendent Report, Laura Magasta.
I'm actually going to share my report next week, but what we're looking at on the agenda for next session are the option 2 experiences for next school year now. So as you can see, we're looking to seek approval for 3 students who will be doing online coursework for advancement purposes, just to accelerate their tracks and have an update on testing, curriculum revisions regarding the upcoming standards from the Department of Education, and what lies ahead in terms of summer projects for us.
Great. Anyone have any questions? Okay. Business Administrator Report, Stephanie Bouchard.
I do not have a report tonight. I just wanted to share with everyone, at the April meeting, I believe it was the April meeting, that I said that we were doing a residency check with the C1s and the apartment leases that are on 1 year or month to month. We still have 74 students that are non-compliant. We gave the deadline of, I believe, Monday or Tuesday, because they would be put on the agenda for disenrollment on next Wednesday for the board to take action, and then those 74 students would not be eligible to attend class Thursday morning until proof of residency happens. So at this point, we are now sending text messages to these families because we believe that a lot of them, maybe from the email blast, weren't opening their emails, and so now we're doing text messages. The first one went out yesterday, the next one will go out tomorrow, there will be one Friday and one Monday. Hopefully that will eliminate the need for disenrollment, but I expect that we will probably have some on the agenda, and that will be a late addition. I will send you all an email once they're added, but at this point, I expect some families to either not be compliant or perhaps not live here, I don't know.
Is there a way to involve the kids? Like
That's
maybe,
what I was gonna ask.
like have
They're
the kids
coming
come to the
to school.
office and call their, like, that's a lot. Like, that's a large amount of kids.
It's actually, I'm so impressed.
Oh, okay.
Because we had, I don't know the exact number, I will get it for you for next week, but it was over 300. And so the fact that we're down, and not until we started sending daily emails did that number really start to go down. So the fact that we're under the 100 mark is huge. Yes, it's a lot, and I really thought the majority of the students would be at Berkeley. The majority of the students are high school students that are non-compliant.
They come into school every day? And could we put a letter or give it to them to take home, or is that an option too?
So it's a lot of manpower to be printing, and we're not really of one to spend money on paper
I'm
these
just
days.
thinking outside the box.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're trying everything.
And then of that 300, how many are like definitely disenrolled because they're not those 70, but the other? Are there any other numbers?
They have either provided us with an updated, there's been no non-compliance yet.
Okay, that's fine.
There has been families that have moved out of town and have now admitted it, which is a little bit of an interesting situation. And 3 of those families are current seniors. So they'll obviously finish the year, but it wasn't the senior because we took seniors off the list, is because they had sibling that they got caught.
Okay.
So I just want, that concludes my report. I just wanted to throw it out there because hopefully we don't have a large list.
Yeah.
And maybe people are listening
I will
to
say,
be
I
compliant.
will say, it's a tremendous amount of work what Stephanie and her
Sure.
staff are doing. It's a tremendous amount of work. It's not something we look forward to doing. I know they don't look forward to doing it. But what's fair is fair. We love the students, that's what makes everything work, but you have to be living in town. And that's just kind of what we're assuring. And we're not doing it and just targeting people. We're doing it across the board. Like Dr. Kuchar said, like everybody is going through this process, and this is just part of the process, and hopefully it gets smoother and smoother and smoother and more efficient because people will just automatically do it. That's the ultimate goal. So we don't want school affected in any negative way from students, but you know, we have a responsibility to the taxpayers as well.
If they're listening to this meeting and not checking their email.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
Yeah, sure.
You never know. The agenda is scintillating this evening.
Okay, does anybody else have any questions for Stephanie? Okay. Any liaison board committee reports?
I'll have a committee report next week.
Okay. Yeah, we can.
We had a meeting with the negotiations committee, but there was nothing to report, it was all confidential. And the finance and facilities committee on vacation.
And we received correspondence, everyone received a letter regarding the athletic dinner, sports awards, I mean. So you have it. Okay, we're gonna go over agenda items
Wait,
for
I have
discussion.
to accept the correspondence from Stacy and Chelsea.
Oh, yes. Everyone received an email today. Okay, can I move on? Okay, so we're gonna review the items for discussion regarding board action. Any questions or concerns? Okay. Any questions regarding educational programs and curriculum on the agenda? Personnel recommendations?
I have quick question.
Okay.
Weight room, are there only now two people listed out of the three because these are the only two that are getting longevity?
Correct.
Okay. Any questions regarding finance and facilities? Athletics and co-curricular? Policy? Okay. We are going to we're only taking action on one thing, the policy committee, Anthony Albro.
Okay, as Mr. Galasso mentioned earlier, we're up against a timeline right now, so tonight we're seeking to approve the first reading of policy 8561, procurement procedures for school nutrition programs. And the next meeting will have a few more. So this is, I'm making a motion for policy 25-26.8, and I need a second.
Stephanie, all in favor? Opposed? Okay. Any old business? Any new business?
Wait, I have old business.
Sure.
Ms. Carpenter asked at the last meeting about the blue marker, and the check was cashed, but only because, and I forgot this until I asked in the office the next day, that we issued a check and they never cashed it. And so then when we reissued the check, we said that it would go stale after 30 days if they didn't do it, and they did. So the check was cashed.
For the application.
For the application.
For the review of the application.
For the review of the, yeah. And, no update, still. Called, emailed,
We need to get 7 on their side. Find out
yeah,
where that money went.
yeah.
So on
So-
that application, is there a contact person listed?
No, the application was dropped off to someone's house. Because the initial application was, they said they didn't receive it. It's a bunch of volunteers that run this, and so it's a little challenging.
Does the councilwoman have a contact when this originally started?
I don't know.
I have to say, I don't remember it being presented this way to us when we approved it. Like, I thought it was like an actual organization that was like well organized, that was the reason we were doing it.
It's a historical society.
Yeah.
But it's all volunteer, and people come and go, and they're piecemealed,
Yeah.
you know.
With the money.
I know, that's the thing, they took the money, but.
Yeah, like what's the,
I know, I don't remember, I would have to get back to you on that. No.
No, I thought it was $30.
I think it was a little bit more than 30. I don't want to speculate because I don't know.
All right.
I don't remember, that was a few years ago.
I'll have to look at my notes.
I
I know, it's more. Okay, it's good if it's not.
Anywhere between 30 and 1,000.
Okay, I guess we'll have another follow-up eventually. I mean, someone else needs to, she may need to follow up though, too.
Yeah.
She may have more pull to follow up.
I don't know, I was relaying. I don't have a connection in this area, so I don't really know. I'm happy to do any footwork if it wants me to. I'll drop to somebody's house.
We're going to
but-
someone's house.
I would, but, yeah, I was just inquiring, so that's interesting.
I know a guy, I'll leave a
Okay. Okay, so that was old business. Any new business? Okay. Open to the public, as submitted, as outlined, I can't read, in New Milford Board of Education bylaw 0167, each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 3 minutes. Seek a motion. Tony, seconded by John, all in favor? Opposed? I seek a motion to close to the public. Stephanie, seconded by Kendra, all in favor? Opposed? Any board member requests for additional information? No? Okay. We are going to go into close. It is hereby moved that the Board of Education adjourn into executive session in accordance with the provisions of Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 PL, for the purpose of discussion and consideration of matters pertaining to the following subject: personnel matter and student matter. The minutes of the executive session will be made available to the public when the need for confidentiality no longer exists. I seek a motion to go into close. Kendra, seconded by Nicole, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We will not be returning, we will not be making any,
No, we're not taking action.
making no action. Thank you.